Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Rochelle from Rochelle.Handmade.Designs, and in this video I want to say I am all about those pants, okay? So I just got back from Joann's picking up McCall and Berta patterns. McCall's is currently on sale until Sunday for $1.99. And Burda is on sale right now for $2.99. Now, some of these McCall patterns that I picked up, they were discontinued. So, like I said, I got some of these for $1, okay? Because they're discontinued, and I'll tell you which ones were discontinued. If you can find discontinued patterns in your pattern drawer at Joann's, sometimes they give it to you for free. Now, you never know which ones are discontinued until you take it up to the register. So without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about these pants. That's all I picked up. I picked up 17 patterns. I believe it was 10 which were McCall's and 7 which were Burda patterns. So let's go ahead and get right on into the first pattern that I picked up. So I'm going to do McCall patterns first, and then I'll do Burda patterns, the 7 that I picked up that were Burda patterns at the end. So the first pattern that I picked up is McCall's 8158, and this is hashtag Rosie McCall pattern. This one has kind of like a build a wardrobe, and you guys know I'm all about those collections and wardrobes. And even though I wanted this for the pants, I see potential. This would be a pattern that I would do to hack. Now, this is a woman's top dress, shorts and capri pant pattern. It's loose fitting, it's pullover top. It has like the above the knees dress as well. It has yoke variations and gathers. Now, another thing that I like about this pattern, it does have a square neckline like you see for the dress, as well as for the rounded edge of view C, which is the top. And it also has dolman style sleeves, which I love. Another thing that I like about this pattern is you could cut view F, which is the pants, into shorts, which is what they're calling E if you look at the back of the pattern, which is what I'm doing right now. View E just happens to be the shorter version, which they are making shorts. So you can make this either shorts, culottes, or pants if you choose, okay? So that's what I like about the pattern, and it's also elastic in the waist, and we are all about these elastics. Even though I do like waistbands, I also like elastic pants as well. Now, some of the fabric options, you can use cotton blends, challis, crepes, silk rayons if you choose. So this is the reason why I picked it up. Now, one thing I will mention is, yes, it is a woman's pattern, but the 18W does fit my hips, which is why I went ahead and got it. However, the bust line does not, so which means that I would have to take it in like I did before for the Kalela Ali pattern that I did, which was Simplicity 4198. I did that for BHM Pattern Designers, hosted by Natita from So Natural Dane. I did that and had to size it down, and I'm okay with that because some patterns that I really love, I will size it down if I need to. But that's the first pattern that I picked up. The next pattern that I picked up is 8159, which is also another woman's pattern. Now, this is Cheryl McCall's pattern. It is a woman's side slit shirt, top, skirt, and pants pattern. Now, the real reason why I picked this up is because I like that view A has kind of like that loose fitting collarless shirt with the stitched hem. It also features like a button down closure and short dolman sleeves. I don't know why I picked up so many dolman sleeves, but most of these patterns are dolman sleeves or raglan sleeves, and I guess that's just my thing right now. I also love that the fact that it has view B has that pullover top, which is fitted, sleeveless. Now, if you guys don't know, I'm not a big fan of sleeveless shirt. I always throw some sleeves on it. So I could do that and throw some sleeves on to view B. And also it has the French darts as well that you will see in view B, and the neckline notch that you see at the very front of that as well. For the skirt and the pants, which is view C and view D, It does have that elastic, which, you know, I'm here for the elastic. The pants are a little tapered, which I'm okay with that as well, and has the slit. So that's what I like about this pattern, and another wardrobe builder, and I'm here for the wardrobe builders. A couple of fabric options you can use is cotton blends, linen, challis, or chambray, just to name a few that you can use for this pattern. Once again, it's $81.59. Next pattern is $81.60. Now this is a misses and petite short sleeve top, dress, pullover, shorts, and pants. Now this is also one of the McCall's Learn to Sew patterns. Now I picked it up because, like I said, wardrobe builder. A, B, C, and D. Now, I thought I picked this up before back in 2020 when it came out. This is Agnes McCall's. And listen, the only thing that you need for this, you can use cotton flannel, which is what I plan on using for the fall. You can use cotton knit or even cotton blends if you choose to do as a wardrobe builder. I like the fact that this pattern is also a very loose fitting pullover top or dress, which has that round neckline and short sleeves. If you do view A or view B, you can extend the sleeves and make it long sleeve as well. I also like the fact that it has pull-on shorts, which you could also make into pants, which is view D, that you do not see from the front of the pattern. But if you look at the line art, view D would be your pants as well. So I do like this pattern as well. And this is one that I got for the low low of $1. This was a discontinued pattern that was still in the pattern drawer. Next pattern that I picked up is $81.63. This is a misses and woman's knit shawl collar jacket. The tops with the splits. It has banded skirt and pants. Now I thought I picked this pattern up before, but in a different pattern. If I could find that pattern, I will definitely go ahead and put it up on the screen. I thought I had this pattern before, but I could not remember the number. So I just went ahead and picked it up because it was $1. No, I can't take it back, but you know, like, hey, it is what it is. It was just $1. And the reason why I picked it up is because the cardigan was the real reason why I actually picked it up. It was not necessarily for the pants in this one. It was more because I was like, you know what? I think a cardigan would tie together in any wardrobe that you're building for the fall. So that's why I went ahead and picked it up. Now this pattern is a loose fitting unlined jacket. That cardigan is unlined. It has a front extending into the collar. Of course, your wrong side of your fabric will show when you do the cardigan unless you kind of tie it or anything like that. It also has a fitted pullover top. It has sleeves or length variations like you see in view B, which is the sleeveless version. View C is the sleeve version. And then view D is your skirt that have that band, and view E is kind of like your straight leg pants that have that elastic under edge of the self-lined yoke, which is what you see for the band, okay? But this is $81.63. Some of the fabric options you could use, you just basically need moderate stretch knits, athletic knits, cotton knits, ITY knits, interlock knits, French terry. Those are some of the fabrics you would need for that. Moving on to the next one, 8006, which is Mrs. Shorts, pants, and sash for this. Now, view C is the one that has the sash. The reason why I picked it up is because of what the model is wearing, which is view C, which is short and tapered pants, sits about an inch below the waist. It has that fly front with waistband, hook, and bar closure, of course. It also has side seam pockets. And then, like I said, what the model is wearing, which is, if you see, it has that self fabric sash or fabric belt, whichever one you want to call it. Now, this is a McCall's Learn to Sew level 2 pattern. I never understood why you have level 1, level 2, and level 3, but I'm going to say level 1 is very easy. Level 2 is your intermediate beginner, and level 3 is more of kind of like an, you know, a past intermediate. So it's more like advanced. I'm going to say that's what I think the levels mean, but do not quote me. I'm not 100% sure because I don't work for McCall's, okay? A couple of fabric options would be your wool blends, your gabardine, your cotton blends, and your crepe fabric. But that's why I picked it up because, hey, I love the pants that the model is wearing in view C, and that's the view that I plan on doing. Next pattern I picked up is a jumpsuit pattern. It's McCall 7908, which is an older pattern that I picked up for $1. This is a jumpsuit which have like the fitted bodice, and I want to make a jumpsuit with a princess theme. It has the exposed front zipper. It has semi-fitted straight leg pants with the neckline. I like that V style neckline as well. It has pockets. So basically I love this one simply because it also have the different cup sizes as well. Like you see on the front of the pattern envelope, it says that it has separate pattern pieces for different cup sizes. So I like that as well. Now for me, when I get around to this pattern, I plan on doing what the model is wearing, which is view C. I think that would be a great addition to my wardrobe. But once again, it is 7908. Next McCall pattern I picked up is 7907. I also picked this up for $1. This is Mrs. Pants, like you see. It's also loose fitting pants. It has that fly front like you see in the front. It has belt carriers where you could loop a belt around it. It has pleats. It has side seam pockets, also leg variations, whether you want to make the wide legs, the straight legs, or even have that sleeve band or whatever. Not sleeve band, but kind of like that band, leg band, I guess is what you could call it, for view C. It's gathered to a band. All right, and then you have view D, which is also your flared pants. View B is your balloon style pants. And then view A is like your cargo pocket pants, but it also has a flared leg. Now for me, the reason why I picked it up because I plan on doing both view B and view C whenever I get around to this pattern. But once again, it's 7907. A couple of fabric options are your twill, wool blends, denim, chino. You can pretty much use any type of fabric. Just make sure that it has a little stretch. Next pattern is 7789. This is a Mrs. Dress and jumpsuit pattern. You guys could just imagine that this is an old pattern that I picked up for $1. It's a close fitting dress and jumpsuit. It has bodice variation. It also has your pleat pants. It has a gathered skirt, and the gathered skirt is gathered onto the bodice portion of it. It also has a back zipper as well. This one is one of those created patterns, and if you have never picked up a created pattern, it's basically you match any one of the bodice to any one of the pants or skirt and create different views. Now, I do plan on doing 2 different versions of this pattern. So that's why I picked it up. I thought I picked this up when it came out way back in 2017, but I did not because I was looking for this pattern to do for a look that I have coming up in the springtime. And because I didn't have the pattern, I looked on Etsy and eBay and they were talking about $8, $9, and I'm not here for that. So I was going to change the pattern until I could find one, or if McCall had a digital pattern. I was waiting for those because I'm okay paying $3.99, $4.99 for a digital pattern and just put it together, but I will not be paying $8 and $9 for a pattern that I could still get for a digital pattern price. Okay. But I was able to find it. It was $1. I'm happy with it. And now I could actually sew it up when that time comes. A couple of fabric options you could use is, of course, cotton blend, linen, crepe, and twill. So once again, it's 7789. Next pattern is 7778. Now this is a dress, romper, and jumpsuit pattern. It has close fitting interface bodice. It has your invisible zipper in the back. It also has a gathered skirt like you see what view A model is wearing. View B model, she's wearing more of like a jumpsuit style, but it's not a jumpsuit. It's actually just a long gathered maxi style skirt. And then view C is your romper style. View D is your pants style. So I love every view on this pattern, but the reason why I picked it up is for view A. But I'm thinking I wanted to make it as a 2-piece where I do view A with the ties, but then use the pants for from view D and put a waistband on it and have some flared pants. I think that would be cute. A couple of fabric options is linen, cotton blend, challis, stable knits. I plan on doing it in a linen. So that's the reason why I picked this up. But once again, it's 7778 and I picked this up for $1. And the last McCall patterns that I picked up is 7728. It is a Mrs. jumpsuit. I am here for view A. Like I said, I thought I had this pattern as well, but as I looked in my stash on my phone while I was there. I did not have this pattern or had it even mentioned whatsoever. I don't know why. It's probably when I was sitting up there like, I don't do jumpsuits like that. But I have started to like jumpsuits more since I made 3 this year so far. But this is a fitted through the bust jumpsuit. It have a lined bodice. It have different neck and sleeve variations. It also has a back zipper and ankle length pants as well. It stops at your ankles. Now view A has like the straps cut and trim, you know, purchase trim as well. View B has that contrast yoke like you see what the model is wearing in view B. It also has sleeves and a back slit. View C and view D are your off the shoulder neckline style views. Now, like I said, I am here for view A because of, you know, it being hot here in Florida, but that's the reason why I picked it up. And once again, it's $7.728 and I picked it up for $1. Now that's all the McCall patterns that I picked up. Moving over to the 7 Burda patterns that I picked up. The first one was Burda 6004, which is a missus dress and jumpsuit pattern. I picked this up because it looks so comfy. You could wear this for a Thanksgiving gathering or even Christmas, lounge around on a couch. The only fabric option you need is pretty much just knits, like jersey knits only. Now, the reason why I picked it up is I'm here for view A. I'm not necessarily here for the romper. I might and may not make the romper because I was interested in pants, but I seen this pattern and seen the dress and I was like, elastic waist, yay. And then, you know, a easy, comfortable dress. This is a easy to sew pattern. So that's why I picked it up. And once again, it's 6004. Next pattern is 6085. It is a Berta easy pattern. It is a straight leg pants and trouser pattern with a stretch waistband. Now with this pattern, view A, it features a simple but pretty print. I love view A, the print, which is probably why I actually picked it up, to be honest. View B has more like a culotte style vibe for the pants in view B. And then for view C, it's more like your cargo style pants. Now, a couple of fabric options for this pattern. You have your gabardine, your crepe, your cotton, or even leather if you choose, like fake leather, faux leather, or whatnot. You could choose that option as well. But that's the reason why I picked it up. When I get around to this pattern, I plan on sewing view A on the pattern, which is the super easy pattern. And this pattern, all the Berta patterns I picked up for $2.99. Next pattern is 6065. Now this is a men's overall with hood pattern. Now I wouldn't say that this is an overall pattern. Here in the US, we call this a jumpsuit. Now I did not pick this up for my husband because he's all about shirts. He's not about, you know, me making him pants or a jumpsuit or anything like that. That's not his vibe. A shirt, yay. Jumpsuit or anything like that. Unless he picked the fabric, he's not gonna wear it, okay? So this is a jumpsuit made up of sweater knit, or you can make it a fleece fabric as well to make you super duper comfortable. So I like that it does have, like, for the arms, it have like rib knit you can use for the arm section of it. But I would do this in a sweatshirt or fleece fabric with some nice colorful print or something like that, or maybe even in a solid. It would be great as a gift for someone if you plan on doing some gifts for Christmas or birthdays or anything like that. So that's why I picked it up. It's 6065. Next pattern is Burda 6101. This is a average pattern, which means you need a little bit of sewing knowledge in order to do this. But I feel like you could pretty much piece these things together because Burda steps I hear is horrible. However, I have not sewn a Burda pattern, which I plan on doing a few Burda patterns in the upcoming year. But this is a missus trousers and pant pattern, you know. So basically, the reason why I picked it up, I'm just gonna tell the reason why I picked it up is view B. I like that cuff that she has at the bottom of view B, so I'm here for that. But this one does have stretch elastic, like you see at the front of the pattern. It says that it has stretch elastic, and I'm here for that. A couple of fabric options that you can use. I would say that you could pretty much use anything, but you need something with stretch like poplin, gabardine, or even denim. I'm not sure if you could use cotton fabric for this because some cottons do not stretch, but if you're going to use a cotton fabric, I would say a stretch woven. All right. But this is 6101. Next pattern I picked up is 6103, which is a woman's trouser and pant pattern. It's more like a jean style pattern. It has the nice and narrow legs, but not too tight, of course. All right, they're classic. So this looks like this would be a nice, comfortable waist length. It sits right at your natural waist from what I see. And you can use any type of print, denim, whatever you want to use for the fabric. A couple of fabric options would be cotton fabric, gabardine, or even denim. I'm pretty sure you could probably use twill as well. This is an average sewing pattern. And the reason why I picked it up is for view A. Now, they both look like they stop right at like above your ankle, but I'm not completely 100% sure because it's kind of hard to tell from the front of the cover. But from the back of the cover, they look exactly the same. I do not see the difference between the two. But yeah, I picked it up for view A, and that's the view that I plan on doing. Once again, it's 6103. Next pattern is 6110. So this is a Mrs. Trouser and pant pattern. Okay, the colorful pants is what really drew me. Okay, this is an easy pattern. It is a pleated pair of pants or trousers, you know. So they have the tapered style in view A. So view A and view C have inseam pockets, and then view B have, you know, is the one that's striped or whatnot. And it has like a, what is it called? A fabric sash. So that's what it is. I couldn't even remember what it was called. A fabric sash that you could tie into a nice lovely bow. Now this one does not have pockets. However, you can add the pockets from view A or view B if you choose. All right. A couple of fabric options for this. You can use cotton fabrics, cotton blends, linen, jersey, basically whatever you want. However, do not forget that you will need ribbon, which is for view B, is where you would need the ribbon at. All right. But once again, this is 6110. Next pattern is 6138. Now, I picked this up for the culottes, which is view A. This is the easy to sew pattern from what Burda is saying. This is high-waisted culottes or shorts with side pockets and front pleats. Now, the wide waistband is a nice feature that I saw on this pattern when I looked at, of course, you guys know that I look at the line arts, not necessarily always the front of the pattern, but it is the line arts, which is what drew me to this pattern. It does have a tie band. It have a, you know, buckled belt made of fabric as well, like you see in view B. Now, like I said, I am here for view A. Some of the fabric options, once again, is gabardine, poplin blends. You can use stripe lengthwise, that is. But do not forget, if you do view B, you can even do it for view A. You will need a belt buckle unless you feel like doing the fabric belt. Me, I prefer a buckle, okay, instead of the fabric belt when I get around to these pants. But it's Berta 6138. And the last pattern that I picked up is Burda 6148. This is also an easy to sew pattern. It is a wide cutting casual trouser pants with elastic at the waist and inseam pocket. Now view A have your single welt back pockets, and then view B is the shorter style of the pants, which is more like culottes. It is detailed with tabs at the front of your waistband, and it also includes like a decorative tie band as well, as you see in the picture. Some of the fabric options includes cotton fabric, linen fabric. You know, you can use different options, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to use cotton, a print, or Ankara print, or linen. I don't know what fabric I'm going to use, but I do plan on using like a stripe. I think view B, like what I see in view B, the stripes would probably be what I want to use for these pants. But once again, it's Burda 6148. All right, so that's all the patterns that I picked up for this pattern haul, which is McCall's and Berta. This is all about them pants no trouble. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. So I'll catch you in the next video. And as always, keep sewing.
Where's the Benji? Working a 9 to 5, I had to go and feed the guys. Nobody did it right, I had to show them how to grind.